Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today I am redoing the 12-hour reading challenge that was set by Faye from Mystery Date with a book. I last did this in March, I think, and I'll leave a video up here. I got 481 pages read in 12 hours that time. And to be honest, I wasn't very happy with that score. It felt light, and I think I can do better. Plus, Chloe from Chloe Reads Books immediately, like the next day I think it was, it did the 12-hour reading challenge, and because I nominated her, and knocked me off the top 3. So I want back in. Can you tell I'm competitive? So today I'm not working. Charlie's with his mum and Gary's working downstairs. So it seems like the ideal opportunity to try again without any distractions. Yes, I'm going to give it another crack. I've got quite the selection of books to read today. As you can see, I'm still in bed. It's about 8:30. It's just coming up to 8:30. I'm going to start reading at 8:30 so that can be my 12-hour section of time. So I've got quite the section of books. So first of all, I'm going to finish Stranger on the Bridge by Johnny Benjamin, which I've got 3 mental health books here. 2 from my original TBR for Mentalhealthathon and 1 that's added in. So I want to finish this. I've got 50 pages left of this. I'm doing a reading vlog for it, which I will also leave up there and in the description. This is non-fiction, and it's basically Johnny Benjamin's mental health journey, as it says on the front, from suicidal to despair to hope, and I've got the last little chunk of that to read, so I'm going to finish that. I then also started yesterday The 5 Stages of Andrew Brawley, which is by Shaun Hutchingson. I read, I think, again about 50 pages of that yesterday, so I'm going to try and finish that off, although everyone keeps saying it's going to rip my heart out, so I'm a little bit like, not sure if I want to read this right now, but I'm going to read some more of that. Lockdown has turned me into a mood reader, so I've then got like a selection of things to see what I feel like reading. The beautiful cat from Books and Bargains sent me It's Not Okay to Feel Blue and Other Lies, which is curated by Scarlett, which is a collection of mental health essays from various different people, so I'm going to have a little read of some of those. And it's one of those that you can probably dip in and out of quite easily, so I'm going to read some of those. Then I wanted to add a thriller in, so lovely Chloe sent me The Descent by Tim Johnson, which I think is about a family in the mountains, and one of the kids goes missing. So, yep, I'll have a go at that. And it says on the front, a riveting literary thriller of the can't stop turning the page, stay up all night variety. So that bodes well for that. And then, just in case I feel like it, I'm still reading Tombland by CJ Sansom, and the only reason this is hanging around is because I've had Mentalhealthathon books to read and also books of the Rave. It's not because I'm not enjoying it, I'm loving it. But I've still got like maybe 150 pages left of that, so I might read a bit of that as well. So those are the books I'm planning on reading. Oh, also audiobook for whilst I'm like having a bath and stuff and doing the odd chore today. I'm going to be reading Eleanor, Oliphant It's Completely Fine by, I think it's Gail, Honeyman or Honeymoon, I can't remember, which is Simone's host pick for Mentalhealthathon. I've read it before as a reread, but I'm going to reread it on audiobook because I've heard really good things about the audio. So those are my reading plans for the day. I've got a drink, I've got my books, let's get cracking. It's 9:15 and I've just finished Stranger on the Bridge by Johnny Benjamin. By now you'll have seen my whole vlog with my thoughts on that, but it's a 5-star read for me, and I read 59 pages. I've also just started Eleanor Oliphant whilst I was pottering around the house, so I've got that going on audiobook, and I'm now going to read 50 pages of The 5 Stages of Andrew Brawley, which, like I said, I started yesterday. I'm not quite into it yet, but I only read 50 pages, so hopefully another 50 and I'll get into the story. So I'm going to read 50 pages of that and then have some breakfast. It's 9:45. I've read another 50 pages of Andrew Brawley, which I'm now really enjoying. I'm definitely into it now. It's basically about a teenage boy who lives in a hospital after the death of his family, and he's kind of hiding out in the hospital and like makes friends with the nurses and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I can see this is gonna rip my heart right out of my chest, so thanks Lauren for recommending that. It's my YA pick for Mentalhealthathon. So yeah, I'm now really into that. I don't want to put it down, but I need to shower and I need to eat because my stomach is starting to grumble. So I'm going to put Eleanor Oliphant back on whilst I do a quick tidy around, have a shower and have some breakfast, and then I'll be going back to Andrew Brawley. Okay, it's just gone 11. I have showered, tidied the house and had my breakfast. I'm now on the sofa. I've got the cat just here, and I'm going to read some more of the 5 Stages of Andrew Brawley. It's 2:10 and I've just finished the 5 Stages of Andrew Brawley by Shaun Hutchingson, which has absolutely ripped my heart out. How many pages long is it? 298 pages, so I must have read about 250 pages of this. I'm logging it all and I'll give all my stats at the end. This made me cry twice and my heart hurts, so yes. I've given it 4 stars though. You'll obviously see my full thoughts in my wrap up, but I've given it 4 stars only because at times I couldn't get a grip on how old the character was. He felt very, very young some of the time, and then a lot older during the others, and that kind of jarred slightly and took me out of the story a little bit. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend it. Content warnings for self-harm, discussions around suicide, cancer, and also just depression, anxiety, you know, the usual, but also survivor's guilt as well. So just be aware before you pick this up. It has got a lot in here, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I now want to read everything that Shaun Hutchingson has ever written. So there we go. I am now going to edit together my Stranger on the Bridge vlog, which is going up tomorrow, and which hopefully you've already seen. But I'm going to listen to Eleanor Oliphant whilst I do that. I'm really enjoying the reread. It's definitely one of those books that does well for reread, because when you read it the second time, when you already know what's going on, I'm definitely picking up on a lot more than I did the first time round. So I'm going to do that, and then I think I'm going to start on It's Not Okay to Feel Blue and Other Lies. So yeah, let's see how we go. It's 3:30 and I have read just over 100 pages of It's Not Okay to Feel Blue and Other Lies, and I'm really liking it, but I think I'm feeling a little bit burnt out on mental health non-fiction because I've read a lot of it this month. So I think I'm going to put this down for now, and I'm going to start The Descent by Tim Johnson instead, which is a thrillery type book. As usual, I put it on my wish list and then forgot all about it, so I can't really remember what it's about or why I put it on my list. Somebody must have recommended it. But yeah, I'm going to give this a little go. I've got about an hour until Gary stops working, and then obviously we'll be into like dinner and stuff, so I'm going to try and get a good chunk of this read, because once he stops work then I'm going to start getting distracted, but we'll see how I get on. It's 5:30. I've read about 60 pages of Descent, which is alright. It's got quite a slow start, but it is a literary thriller, so I should have really expected that. We've been for our daily walk, and it's beautiful outside now. It's been grim all day, but now it's lovely, so I'm going to sit in the garden and read until it's time for dinner. It's 6:30 and it's pretty noisy out here, so apologies if you can hear other people. I've now read just over 100 pages of The Descent, and I'm going to make some dinner, and then I think I might swap over to Tombland for the rest of the time that I've got, which is like 2 hours, because Descent's fine, but it's not really grabbing me, and I'm really enjoying Tombland, so treat myself to a few pages of that for the rest of the time. And that's the end of the challenge. So last time I did it. I got 481 pages in 12 hours, which I have to admit I wasn't very happy with because I knew that I could do better. This time I have done better. So let's run through my stats. So I read 59 pages of The Stranger on the Bridge by Johnny Benjamin, which I give him 5 stars. I then read 240 pages of The 5 Stages of Vangie Brawley, which I give him 4 stars. On audiobook, I read 124 pages of Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 5-star read again. I then read 108 pages of It's Not Okay to Feel Blue and Other Lies, which is like 25%, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be a 4 or a 5-star. I then read 118 pages of Descent, which is starting out pretty slow, but I've got this feeling, well, if it's got a decent twist, I think it'll be a 4-star. If not, I think it might be a 3. And then I have read 74 pages of Tombland, which I'm loving. I've finally got 100 pages left, so hopefully you'll see it in my wrap up this month and then I can stop talking about it. This is going to be a 5-star read for me for sure. So that brings me to a grand total of 723 pages in 12 hours, which I'm much happier with. It also puts me on the podium as it stands, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, I've had a really good day. I feel very chilled. I've done so much reading and it's just been nice just to chill and focus on that for a bit rather than 50 million other things. I tagged 3 people last time, and so I'm going to tag 3 people again just because it's funny. I'm going to tag Amy from Amy Myers, I'm going to tag Hilary from After Books, and I'm going to tag Charlotte from Books and Bargains. So ladies, you're tagged to give this a go. I'm really interested to see how you'll do. And at some point I'll probably do this again because I read anyway, so I might as well make a competition out of it. But yeah, drop me a comment below with how many pages you think you could read in 12 hours. Have you read any of these books? And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks guys, bye!